Welcome back to Muffed, a year with real value. We'll dig in. Muffed! Jaxson Dart finished his rookie year as the number 13 quarterback in total fantasy points and the number 14 quarterback in points per game. A top half finish carved out in just 14 games after opening the year behind Russell Wilson. Once the Giants handed him the keys in week 4, he didn't just hold the job, he became one of the most productive rushing quarterbacks in the league overnight. The final line: 2,272 passing yards, 15 passing touchdowns, 5 picks, and 487 yards and 9 scores on the ground, a fantasy profile built on legs as much as arm. And he did it inside a 4-13 disaster that fired the head coach mid-season and lost Malik Neighbors to a torn ACL in Dart's first start. The supporting cast got muffed. Dart somehow did not. Now let's dig into the numbers because the ranking is almost entirely a rushing story. Dart averaged 17.3 points per game across 14 appearances, with rushing expected points added of plus 38.1, elite for the position, against passing expected points added of just plus 3.4. That gap is the entire fantasy thesis, a roughly league average passer who ran for 9 touchdowns, including a stretch where he became the first quarterback ever to rush for a score in 5 straight games. The passing efficiency was honest to bad, completion percentage over expected of minus 0.6 on the season, minus 1.1 by tracking data, and a 57% completion rate. This was not a steady floor, this was boom with real bust risk. He posted a goose egg against the Vikings in week 16 and a 0.3 against the Chiefs, but he also cleared 19 points in 9 different starts and hit 25 plus 4 times. When the rushing touchdowns came, he was a top 5 weekly quarterback. When they didn't, the passing volume couldn't bail him out. The play that captures the season came week 7 at Denver, 3rd and 17 fourth quarter, Giants clinging to a lead. Dart drops back from the opponent's 41 and hits Theo Johnson on a short middle throw that turns into a 41-yard touchdown. 3rd and 17. A short throw, untouched. That's the Dart rookie year in one snap. The passing chart didn't sparkle, the air yards were modest at 8.3 intended per attempt, but he kept manufacturing explosives in spots where the math said punt. 24 total touchdowns against just 5 interceptions, efficiency you don't expect from a 4-13 rookie, and the reason he landed inside the top 14 despite missing time. Muffed! Dart's rookie year landed him as the number 13 quarterback in total points and the number 14 in points per game. A legit fantasy starter line built almost entirely on his legs, with 9 rushing touchdowns doing the heavy lifting. The weakness the data flagged is passing efficiency, a 57% completion rate and a negative completion percentage over expected, meant the floor games came whenever the rushing scores didn't show up. That's Jaxson Dart's 2025. One quick note, if you want this same treatment for every player on your fantasy roster every week, head to muff.ai and we'll build you a custom weekly show. That's the wrap.